welcome to Car AutoZone, where classic rides never go out of style. Today we're rolling back the clock to take a closer look at a legendary icon that defined a generation, the Volkswagen Super Beetle. This isn't just any old bug, it's the ultimate evolution of one of the most beloved cars in history. So buckle up as we dive into the story of the Super Beetle, a car that dared to go a step beyond the original. First introduced in 1971, the Super Beetle was Volkswagen's answer to an evolving automotive world. While the original Beetle had already earned its place as a cultural icon, the Super Beetle took things a notch higher with upgraded engineering and improved comfort. To the casual eye, it looked very similar to the standard Beetle. But make no mistake, this bug had a few surprises under its hood, or should we say behind the rear bumper. One of the biggest changes came in the form of a new McPherson strut front suspension. This might sound like technical jargon, but it made a huge difference. The new setup gave the Super Beetle a smoother ride, better handling, and more trunk space up front. Yes, more room for your groceries or road trip gear. It was a practical upgrade that made this compact car even more usable. Another key difference was the longer nose. Compared to the standard Beetle, the Super Beetle had a slightly stretched front end, which allowed for a larger spare tire and fuel tank. VW fans could now enjoy better range and improved practicality, without sacrificing the car's quirky charm. Inside the cabin, the Super Beetle brought more creature comforts, including improved ventilation, more spacious seating, and even optional features like air conditioning in later models. Under the rear hood, the Super Beetle kept the classic air-cooled flat-4 engine. These engines varied in size over the years, but most Super Beetles were equipped with 1600 cc motors producing around 60 horsepower. That might not sound like much today, but it was more than enough for a lightweight car like the Beetle. What made the experience special wasn't raw speed, it was the pure joy of driving something simple, mechanical, and full of personality. During its production run from 1971 to 1979 in the US, the Super Beetle gained a strong following. It was especially popular among young drivers, college students, and anyone looking for reliable, affordable transportation with a bit of flair. The Super Beetle also made a mark on motorsports and customization scenes. Whether it was lowered, lifted, turbocharged, or turned into a dune buggy, the Super Beetle became a blank canvas for creativity. One of the most notable variants was the Super Beetle convertible. It offered the same mechanical upgrades but added the freedom of open air driving. With its classic rounded lines and cheerful personality, the convertible version became a favorite on sunny coasts and in nostalgic Hollywood films. But what really made the Super Beetle special was its ability to stay true to its roots while embracing change. It was still the people's car, still fun, still affordable, but it showed that even legends could evolve. Today, the Super Beetle remains a favorite among collectors, restorers, and anyone who appreciates the beauty of simple design and reliable engineering. In a world full of high-tech, touchscreen-loaded cars, the Super Beetle reminds us that sometimes less is more. A car doesn't need hundreds of horsepower or fancy gadgets to create unforgettable memories. All it takes is a soulful engine, a timeless shape, and a whole lot of heart. That's the spirit of the VW Super Beetle. Thanks for riding with us today. If you love classic cars and want more stories from the golden age of motoring, hit that like button, subscribe to Car AutoZone, and stay tuned for more legendary machines. Until next time, keep the wheels turning and the nostalgia alive.